I'm here with catching prospect Kyle Teel. Kyle, appreciate you taking the time. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. All right, well, before we look ahead, I want you to take me back here. All right, well, looking up your family history, you come from a baseball family. Your dad drafted by the Dodgers, played in the minors. Your mom was a pitcher in college, and then your brother actually plays baseball at Virginia, your alma mater. So did you have any other choice but to play baseball growing up?
You know, I was just always surrounded by it. Kind of grew up in the cage, and my support system has been so great, and I'm just thankful for them. And it's pretty cool, you know. My cousin played in the NFL, was a quarterback, so I mean, not just baseball.
What did that teach you now that you're, a professional athlete, that background with your family? How has that helped you in your game?
Yeah, I think that when you're always around something, it just becomes natural. And, they just taught me to work hard and give it everything I have, so, yeah.
It almost feels just like a way of life for you, right?
Yes.
Like a lifestyle.
It was never really forced on me my parents weren't hard on me when I would go play. They just wanted me to have fun and figure it out, so.
Well, your mom was a pitcher, your dad played. I'm curious who threw to you growing up.
My dad always threw the best batting practice, I have to say.
Really?
Yes.
How'd your mom feel about that?
Well, my mom's good from underhand.
Okay.
She was a pitcher, yeah.
I love that. Well, you played multiple positions in high school. What was it about catching that drew you to that position?
I just enjoy it the most. I think there's something about stealing pitches and throwing runners out. I just love that part of the game.
Were there any catchers that you looked up to growing up?
Yadier Molina. You know, I loved watching how he played the game. He was always so relaxed and smooth, so I enjoyed watching him. And Buster Posey, another guy who was just great player. Loved watching him as well.
And just from a leadership standpoint, I feel like those are two great examples, of guys that just really know how to command a clubhouse.
For sure. You know, they were really good at what they do, and they're great people.
Well, let's fast forward here. You had a career at Virginia, drafted by the Red Sox. I don't need to go through with it, but take me through that day when you found out you were being traded to the White Sox.
Yeah, pretty much, just normal every day. It was raining out, and I was just sitting in my car. I was on the phone with my buddy Mike Vassell, and he had the Rule 5 draft coming up in about 15 minutes, so I was like, he's a Boston guy. I was like, listen, you're coming to Boston, like, non-negotiable. And I was like, hopefully I get a call about you soon. And I got a call from one of the guys, and he said, listen, you're getting traded. You're going to Chicago. And I was like, okay. And, it was something I was very excited for, It's just, I'm excited.
Did your heart sink a little bit when you found out? Like, what is that like mentally?
Of course it did. I didn't expect it at all, and it's like a quick change out of nowhere. But, after the day ended, I celebrated. I had a glass of champagne, and yeah, you got to celebrate those moments, I believe.
Yeah, and everything happens for a reason, and it has to bring you some comfort, right? That you're coming over with 3 other guys from the Red Sox organization. Makes the transition a little bit easier, huh? No
doubt. It's great being with those guys here. Those were guys I spent time with over in Boston, so them being here, it's really cool to spend time with them in Arizona and soon in Chicago.
So what are you bringing to the White Sox organization? Sox fans are excited to get to know you. How would you describe yourself as a player and a competitor? Yeah,
I think I would describe myself, number one, as a competitor, like you just said, and I like to bring energy, and I leave it all out there, Yeah. So that's me.
Every player, makes adjustments regardless of what organization you're with. What was your focus and emphasis just on the field coming into the spring?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was just really getting my receiving work in every day and getting my catching work in. I think that's really going to be a separator on the field for me, and it's just doing that every single day and so I can be there for those pitchers when they need it.
Yeah, and you had an opportunity to work with other catchers. There's so many, I feel like, as you're fighting for a spot here. Matt Thaiss, he's another Virginia guy. What's it been like working with him?
It's cool. We both came from the same college, so we make jokes about it all the time, and only inside stuff that we would know. It's like we just come from the same place, and there's so many great catchers that are here, and I'm just trying to be a sponge and soak it all in.
What's the best piece of advice that you've gotten? Because it's your first big league game, too.
I've been talking to Omar Narvaez a lot about just being smooth, and he's got a lot of service time, so he's another guy I just try and soak it all in, and just being smooth and relaxed when being back there.
You know, he's a guy that's worked a lot with Walker McKinven, and he has a history working with catchers. What have you learned from him and just his approach with, you know, teaching guys like you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he talks a lot about like analytical stuff and talks about stuff like in the clubhouse, and then he's out here in the cage with us, you know, just a lot of game calling, a lot of pitch calling, stuff like that.
How much of the analytical stuff do you take into your game? Because it's kind of like a balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much of a weight do you put on that?
I think like it kind of set my foundation about how I want to call games, about how I want to pitch guys, and like pitching to pitcher strengths, like those kinds of things. I think it kind of set my foundation for how I want to do things.
And you know, catching's such a demanding position, right? So how much, I mean, working with all these different pitchers, especially big league pitchers, what has that experience done for you and just improved in your game?
Yeah, those guys are really good at hitting their spots. You know, it makes my life very easy, and it's definitely a lot of fun to catch these guys. They're really good.
When you're on the verge of making it to the big leagues, that's the goal, right? How does that impact your mindset coming into camp?
Yeah, you know, I think it's important to take it one day at a time. Like, that's the ultimate goal at the end of the day, but it's just like, all I have is today. I got to get my work in today, so I just try and take it step by step.
Well, you got a little bit more time, and you know, what are you hoping to prove to Will and this coaching staff looking ahead the rest of camp? Yeah,
you know, I'm again just trying to give it my all every day, just be myself. And that's all I can do.
Well, I heard that, you know, you're a great competitor and a great player. Oh, real quick, I want to touch on this because you're now an international sensation. You know, talking about your defensive skills, we got to talk about what you're doing at the plate and hitting a homer off Roki Sasaki. What was that moment like, and were you expecting the amount of like people to be following you, especially on social media?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I was just in the B game. Going to the backfield, I was working on some stuff in the cage that day, wanted to take it over into the field. And then, yeah, facing Roki Sasaki, seen him all over the internet, you know, dapping up LeBron James. Like, I saw everything.
I saw everything.
And, yeah, I got to face him, and I took a good swing and hit a home run. And I was not expecting to get swarmed by the media after just walking back from the backfields. But it was pretty cool, you know, it just goes to show how good of a pitcher he is, you know. And yeah, it was cool. He's got good stuff. I
should have introduced you as international sensation Kyle Teel. I think that you could put that in front of your name now, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, how about this? How about DJ Bass Monkey?
Yeah, I like to DJ. I always been into music, play multiple instruments, so it's what I like to do when I'm off the field. So
how did that get started?
So I just taught myself guitar when I was a kid. Always loved listening to music, so I wanted to teach myself guitar. And then when I was in the Netherlands playing for Team USA, I needed something to do outside of baseball, so I just taught myself how to DJ. And in a good spot.
Next step. Yeah. So do you have like a full board and everything?
Yeah.
No
I have
way.
multiple boards. Sean Burke and I are, you know, we're grinding off the fields, DJing a little bit.
Wait.
I'm teaching him, yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, so is this something that you're doing, you know, just at your place? Or like, hey, Sean, come over, like we got to practice.
Yeah, I've been to his place. I go to his place more. He's in a great spot, so yeah, I'm just showing him the ropes when it comes to DJing.
How is he doing?
He's doing great. He's learning a lot faster than I did.
Wow, okay, because I asked Chase the other day, Chase Meidroth, like, are we getting DJ Bass Monkey in the White House clubhouse? And he said, not yet. So when can we be expecting an appearance?
So here's the thing, right? Like, I'm not gonna just bring my DJ stuff to the field. I mean, there's got to be multiple guys asking me to do it.
Okay.
I think I'm not in the position to just bring it. But that's fine, you know, if guys want it, that's great. If they don't, no problem.
So do we need a campaign for you is what you're saying?
Maybe.
Because this is what this interview is for. Maybe this is just the campaign for DJ Bass Monkey to get something going here in the White Sox clubhouse. Okay, so house music, I heard, is your genre of choice.
Yes, definitely house music. I love house music.
Who do you like to listen to?
𝗏𝗏 is really good. Fred Again's really good. And 𝗏𝗏 is some good stuff too. I do like listening to 𝗏𝗏.
Okay.
He's more dubstep, like 2010,
He's a little bit of a throwback, huh?
He's throwback, but he's got some good new stuff too.
Is John Summit, is he?
He's one of my favorites, to be honest.
I really like his stuff, right?
Really, really good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I also have to ask you about the 𝗩𝗏 guy and his influence on you. He's talk about sensation on social media. Everybody knows the 𝗩𝗏 guy, but what's your connection to him?
Yeah, so that's my godfather. He's the man. I eat at his deli every single day, you know. I've known him.
And what's the deli?
So Parkwood Deli.
Yes.
A deli I grew up around. Ate there every single day. My godfather's deli. So yeah, we're family. So.
And he helped you put on some weight a few seasons ago, right?
Yeah, he helps me put on weight every day. I eat there every day. I'm always getting sandwiches.
Okay, what's your go-to sandwich?
Gotta go with the Jet. Gotta go with the Jet. I also like chicken parm with fresh mutts.
Mutts, not mozzarella?
No, it's mutts. Mozzarella.
Okay.
Yeah, New Jersey stuff.
We got to find you a sandwich shop in Chicago. I feel like there's a lot of good sandwich shops.
Yeah, there definitely is. I've heard the food's unreal in Chicago.
It's great. You have a lot to look forward to as a fellow foodie myself here.
Let's go.
Okay, so you have good taste in sandwiches, but there is something that I am questioning, Kyle, because I thought I could trust you when it comes to your unusual snack in the dugout. You told me that it was, what was it?
Dill pickle seeds and sour Skittles.
Yes, and we tried it on the broadcast, and I must say, it was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I think the ratios might have been a little off.
Okay.
It's been a minute since I've actually had this snack, but there was one day I was in the Cape Cod League. I was only there for about a week or so, but I got some sunflower seeds and there was like one Skittle in there and it was like delicious. So, I mean, we'll get the ratio right and we'll figure it out.
Well, luckily for you, I actually have seeds and sour Skittles here. All right, so we gotta work on this ratio.
Yeah.
All right. What an interesting combination.
I think we start off with like a handful and like one Skittle. Let's just start there.
One Skittle?
I gotta figure this out too.
How are you, and you just put, like, are you eating the whole seed?
Well, I mean, it's just for the flavor. Like, you could honestly spit out the Skittle. It's just for like the...
Oh, got it, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. So,
I saw a video with the LSU baseball guys. They like this snack, so I gotta shout them out.
So it's a thing. Okay,
yeah,
wait, so just you have one Skittle?
Yeah, I'm going one Skittle.
Oh, okay. Gosh, too much.
This is really good. What are you talking about?
Kyle,
Are you chewing?
am I not supposed to chew?
No.
What am I supposed to do?
You just suck on the seeds.
You just suck on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is awesome snack.
So good. It's so good, Kyle. I'm questioning you. Okay.
I'm putting another one.
Another Skittle?
Oh, yeah.
They're not supposed to chew. That's the thing.
This is a delicious snack. You're crazy if you don't like this.
I would love for people to try this at home. This is, because I don't see it, Kyle.
2 Skittles per handful. 2.
Okay, they're 2. I think you need to add more Skittles.
No.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
No, 3. It makes it so much better. All right. I still don't like it. Okay, I want you to try one of my favorite snacks, okay?
Okay.
Do I spit this out?
Yeah, they're seeds.
You spit them out? This doesn't seem very ladylike.
That was pretty gross. That was really gross. Did you see that? That was gross.
This isn't ladylike. Is there a napkin?
No, you're fine. We're in the ball field.
Don't show that on camera, Steve.
Edit point.
Edit
Edit mine
out.
too.
No, he's a baseball player. He can get away with it. Okay.
Fair.
Here's my snack.
Do I get to keep these also? Just
Of
wondering.
course.
Okay, cool.
Of course. Okay, you have the snack. This is my go-to snack. You have it behind you, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Sweet and salty. I got popcorn and the chocolate M&Ms.
Okay.
This is gas station popcorn. We like to keep it really classy here. And it's better when the M&Ms. Now you can take like a handful of M&Ms here. Okay.
Okay.
Handful popcorn. I'll clean that up, don't worry.
Oh, that's a big handful.
A little too much.
I'm struggling here.
I feel like this is gonna be your new favorite snack. I'm
Might be.
very confident. All right,
Yeah, we're
Clean it
making a
up.
mess. It's fine.
we'll clean it up. All right. Take a few M&Ms,
Oh, this is a good snack. For sure.
right? Mm-hmm. Perfect combination.
This is
Yep.
delicious.
I know. I know my snacks. Where would you rank it? 1 out of 10. You can use decimals.
Like a 7.9. It's really good.
I'll take a 7.9.
Yeah.
Kyle, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your spring training.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
good luck this year.
Appreciate it.